Oh, I hope we get some connectivity. Yes, we're live. No, we're not. Yes, we are. We're back. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Live from My Mother's
You're
Basement.
yelling.
Yeah, you got it.
No, you don't have to yell.
No, yeah.
You're right in my ear. If that's going to go on for an hour, we got a problem.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and
Ask
welcome
them if they
to
hear you.
another. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Testing
I don't-
1,
I
2.
don't think you have to yell.
On my show tonight is one of the funniest comedians working the circuit today. Is that good? This
Yeah.
tone?
Well, how many times do you say that? Every time a comedian comes on, you don't
No,
say.
I don't.
I'm the only one that you say he's the funny.
You're the only comedian to tell me not to talk so loud on my show while we're live.
Okay, go ahead.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Live from My Mother's Basement. We are filming tonight's live event inside the Tropicana Casino because Mr. Marco Assante and I are performing 2 shows every night at the Laugh Factory, which is inside this casino.
How do you know who's here?
Well, we're going to see who's there while we're recording, and I'll show them to you. In fact, while we're recording like this, and you guys are all watching, we could receive some monies. So if you guys, they send us money.
Really?
Oh, yeah, make a lot of money doing this. And when we hear the bell ring, that's how we know they sent money.
We split it, or you get
We
it?
split this big cash. We can get between $5 and $10 an episode. You didn't know that? Oh, I'm the real deal, man. I'm the real deal.
What the fuck are you gonna do with $5?
$5 don't even get you $5. What movie's that from?
I wouldn't even tell anybody.
$3 don't even buy $5. Where's that from? Saturday Night Fever. All right, listen, so we're here, and you can send us money. Somebody's at the front door at somebody's house. If you want, down here on Facebook, if you want to send us some cash, we would appreciate that. It's actually really funny. A bell rings and we get like a couple of bucks. So support live comedy and support this show, Live from My Mother's Basement. We might even need a new microphone if you can't hear me. And I don't always say my favorite comedian. This happens to be one of my favorite comedians because we do a lot of shows together. We've done a whole web series together called Make America Italian Again, Marino 2016. And we finally got to get a live recording with Mr. Marco Assante because the last time we did one, it was called a pre-record. And Marco wasn't,
I don't do pre-record.
he doesn't do that.
Yeah.
He's very professional. He likes to be live.
I mean, it's more of pre-recorders. There's something wrong with it.
Yeah, there's no audience.
Yeah.
Right now, there's a lot of people. Look at Tracy saying hello, Arlene
Tracy's
saying
here?
hello.
My Tracy?
Well, it's Tracy Marie. Is that
Oh,
your Tracy?
no. Oh.
No, it's a different Tracy.
Oh.
Maybe if you told Tracy to watch the show, she'd be watching right now. Did you tell her?
She doesn't want to watch.
No,
She
she
sees
don't
me
want-
every day.
Yeah, she's sick
She
of
don't
you.
want to see.
And there's Kendra. All right, listen. We're performing every night here in the this great hotel. We
12
love
shows
coming
left.
here. 12.
Left.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
We only did 2 last night. I feel like I've been here a month.
I'm usually asleep by 9,
Right.
and the first show doesn't start till 8:30.
Isn't it funny? We'll go this way. How did it become at our age that a nap is not so much necessary, but it's needed and wanted? Like, I can't wait to do it.
I'll be napping at 6 o'clock
Right?
for sure.
So you're like really into golf, huh?
Yeah, I golfed today.
I mean, I think it's great that you went and played golf, but you got to be really into it to drive all the way to Vegas from Los Angeles, put your golf clubs in the car, and spend all day out on the golf
I'm
course.
going to golf Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 3 days in a row. And today I golfed. So
Different courses?
Different courses, yep. With my cousin, he's coming in from Jersey, my cousin Deanna, and they're coming to visit. Butler in the house.
Butler, New Jersey. Of course, I know your cousin. I know your cousin's son.
Jason.
Yeah, the little kid was
He's no
impersonating.
little no more.
I know, he's tall, huh?
Yeah, he's no little.
How are you related to them?
So my dad and Deanna's dad were brothers. So that would be my first
Oh,
cousin.
okay,
And
yeah.
Jim
Oh.
is her husband. He's who I'm going to be golfing with. And Deanna's going to be by the pool. Until
And-
she
and-
finds
and-
out
and
that it's going to be 67
Jason's
degrees
her
out.
son.
What's that?
Jason's her
Yeah,
son.
and Danny, yeah.
He just said on the internet, "You stink at golf."
He said that?
Yeah, he did.
Who is it?
Marco, not great at golf. I beat him a lot.
Oh, Jason.
So you never know who's watching this
I
show.
was
You got to
just
do the
talking
right
about
thing.
you.
Hey, don't talk so loud. Why are you talking so loud? You
I was just
I got to
talking
sit
nice
next to you
about
for an
him.
hour talking loud like that?
He really said that?
Yeah.
Oh, he's out.
Folks, we're going to be taking on.
I had a whole trust thing set up.
Yo, that's me. Well, hey, how you doing? There goes your cousin right there. We were just talking about you, and there he is. He pops up on the internet.
Jason.
You never
love
know
you,
who's going to watch the
cuz.
show. So is he coming this week?
No.
No?
We left him home to watch the birds.
Oh, all right. Well, hey, Jason, I want to
No,
say
seriously. He's watching the birds.
What kind of bird?
Deanna has birds. There's birds, there's dogs, they got chickens. The whole house, like a farm over there.
She lives on a farm?
No, but they turned it into a farm.
No kidding.
Yeah, no kidding.
What kind of a bird?
Jason, what kind of bird is that thing that's floating around that's annoying all day? You left? I guess you left. Yeah, they got birds. They got a whole thing going on over there. Dogs, 3 dogs.
I think it's amazing. And you have a bird on your shoulder.
Yeah.
You don't want to show anybody?
No.
You got the owl. You know, I don't have any tattoos, but I'm thinking I'm going to do that. And it's going to be part of. Hey, there goes the money. Thank you, Brian. Just sent us 500 cents.
What the hell was that?
It's a professional show. We make cash.
500 cents?
Yeah.
How much is that?
I don't know, but you know, you could buy a golf club with it, I think.
Oh, well, thank you. Who's that? Brian. Thanks for the.
Thanks for the money, Brian. Keep on sending the money.
That's 250 for me.
Hello, Jumanji. I don't know what that means, but that's good. Keep on sending in the cash, folks. We're going to be talking for a while. And there's Mark Marino.
Mark! That guy shows up all the time.
He's everywhere.
He is so supportive. He's seen the same act. I mean,
What are you talking about? We change it every
week.
week.
Can I finish?
All right.
Can I finish?
Yeah.
We do a little changing up, right? But you know, and he shows up all the time. He's always supportive, always laughing. He's a good guy. He's a good one.
You heard it live, Mark. Why don't you come to Vegas this weekend and you can go play golf with Marco?
I put him in the act. I tell him he's the guy who drives the FBI van.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, yeah. Show up on a Friday. Just leave the van there.
All right, let's rewind and bring Marco up to speed here on the show because we like to go from the beginning. And in the beginning, there are some routines that Marco does on stage that will remind you of the beginning of his life and career. So he's born in Queens, right? I asked
Born
him.
in Brooklyn, New York, at a hospital called Interboro, and then grew up in Queens, Ozone Park, moved to Brooklyn, Starrett City, and then moved back to Ozone Park, and then moved to California in 1987.
You know, I don't know what it is, but when I hear the word Ozone Park, all I think is danger, crime, and the Sharks and the Jets.
It's a good neighborhood, man.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Ozone
I mean,
Park.
now it's changed, but neighborhoods change. They all change. But for me, it was the best to grow up in Ozone Park. OZ rocks the house. Have you ever heard that?
Wasn't there
before?
no?
Yeah.
OZ rocks the house.
Yeah,
It's a
it's
song.
like a little. It's a little thing that we did when we were.
I remember being in New Jersey, and then you hear about Ozone Park, and then they made a movie, Ozone Park, right?
I don't know.
Something like that. It was about gangs.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Maybe we weren't in a gang.
No, I was never in a. Well, please ask Mark to speak a bit louder. Oh, that is hilarious. I ain't even shitting you. She said it. Who's Don Pepe's?
Arlene.
Is there a Don Pepe's in Ozone Park?
Yeah. Oh, it's the best. Don Peps.
Somebody from Ozone Park is watching
yeah.
the show and just said Don Pepe's.
Don Peps.
It's in Ozone Park?
yeah.
Italian restaurant?
Yeah. South Ozone Park, Lefferts Boulevard.
There was a movie. It was Ozone Park. I think it was Daryl Peoples or something like that. It was about gangs, and they were trying to get out of the gang by
Who said
breakdancing.
Don Peps.
Sharon Pfeiffer, not verified. Sharon's a very close friend of mine and an actress. She's out in Florida,
Oh,
but
Don
she's
Peps.
originally from the area,
Yeah.
Long Island,
That's a good restaurant.
Queens.
We try to go. We try to get off. I still speak to and hang out every time I go back home. There's 8 or 10 of my friends. Now everybody's married and got girlfriends, and we all get together and we go to Don Peps.
Oh,
That's
it's
the
still
best.
happening?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Legendary. Still the same owners,
Been
the
around
original
for-
people?
Oh yeah. It's hard to get into too, but it's good. It's a good food, really good food. And of course, the second favorite is New Park Pizza. Sharon, you know New Park Pizza?
The best. I don't know New Park Pizza.
New Park Pizza's in Howard Beach.
Ask him if he knows Ronnie.
Ronnie,
Ronnie who?
there's Little Ron, there's
Big Ron.
there's Big Ron.
Ron from around the way.
There's-
Downtown Ronnie.
Yeah,
Oh, you know Downtown Ronnie? I think that's what she means.
yeah. No,
Downtown Ronnie.
not downtown.
You don't know him?
I know the name Downtown Ronnie. but I
Downtown
don't
Ronnie from Brooklyn.
I don't think she knows if she's talking about maybe Ronnie from Ozone Park, maybe.
Why, there's a Ronnie from Ozone Park? A specific Ronnie?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. So we talking about a connected thing?
I don't know. I think I see something next to the word Ronnie, so
It's a muscle.
I think I understand what she's asking.
It's a muscle.
Yeah.
What's New Park?
New Park. Who is?
Somebody's saying New Park's
New Park
the best.
Pizza.
It's an arm. Somebody cut off somebody's arm.
New Park Pizza.
I think we're talking about the mob a little bit. There's like a whole secret code going on
I
over
don't
here.
know anything about that.
We
no.
don't. Nobody knows anything. But yeah, New Park Pizza. Looks like a lot of people are watching tonight from New York, Queens. When I think of Queens, because I'm from New Jersey, I just think the city. You think there's buildings. You don't think there's streets. You think there's no grass. Was it? Was it suburban?
Yeah. Yeah. Two family houses. You had the grandmother on the bottom. We stayed in the basement. So my house had 2 floors and a basement. The second floor, full kitchen, 3 bedrooms, and a living room. The only time we ever was up there was to sleep. That's it. No, never used the kitchen once. Never used the couches once. Everything was the basement. You know this.
I do, and it just makes me wonder
We lived
why.
in the basement and then went up to bed and then went back to the basement.
It makes you wonder, why was it like that? What was the theory that they
Swear,
didn't use
I
the kitchen?
lived there my whole life. We never once, that I remember, ever used the kitchen on the second floor.
I remember being afraid to go into the kitchen.
Yeah.
You're gonna get slapped.
And
What are you doing in the kitchen?
I talk about it, man. I was on a high chair till I was 13 years old. Food was just, I was locked in, man. I couldn't get out. It was a big deal with her with food.
That's Italian families.
Yeah, couldn't eat, couldn't get off that high chair until I was done.
Can you describe high chair for the people who actually don't even
you
know what
think
a high chair
So
is?
when I say that, you don't think they know? When I go, do you know what a high chair is? I think most people know what a high chair.
Yeah.
There's no other word for high chair. I never heard of another word.
Kid seat.
No, kid seat is something in the car, or a seat that you sit down and they bring it to you at the restaurant. But you always see high chairs and ask your people. That
They were
listen,
made of.
they
I
know
remember a high chair when I was a kid.
metal.
Was made of metal,
Yeah, and you slid that thing. You locked in. You couldn't. You had to take your fingers and open up
which
the
looked
side.
dangerous for
Yeah.
a kid.
You get your finger caught
Yep,
in there.
yes, there was like little metal clips.
Yeah.
And you sat in this high chair, which elevated you above the table so that your family could feed you.
Yeah.
And then you got to the age where you were too big for the high chair.
No, that's what
So
I'm trying
you-
to say.
you-
I stayed longer. I stayed longer in that 3 years longer than any kid should have been.
Was
in
it
a
really
high chair.
3 years?
I'm telling you, I'm not making that up.
Because there is a time where you become a little too wide to sit in a high chair.
You just don't belong in a high chair after a certain age.
Look, they're saying I don't have kids, I wouldn't know. Italians cooked in the basement so they wouldn't make a mess in the main kitchen.
Right. That's exactly right. You couldn't touch the walls, pine sol. Smelled like a hospital on the second floor.
Even the so-called parlor, because we called it a parlor. I'm saying that as correctly as I possibly can, because who said parlor?
Yeah.
What are you doing in the parlor?
Yeah.
Right? You better
I
get
never
out of
heard
here.
that.
You're
I
going to
never
get
heard
slapped.
that expression.
The parlor?
Yeah, I never
What'd
heard
you call
that.
it? The living room?
Yeah, living room.
In the living room, yeah, we had the plastic on the couches. And then I remember there was always this thing called a runner. Some kind of
Oh
plastic.
yeah, with the little points of the thing.
They had these little points on the bottom to keep
right.
it stuck to the shag
Yeah.
rug.
My mother used to turn it over so nobody would go on it, because so you could hurt your feet and then run
That's
out.
so wrong.
What about this? You ever have a doctor come visit you at the house? Do you remember?
Yes.
That? You used to be able to
Yeah.
call a doctor.
Yup.
Your mother would call a doctor, and the doctor would come to the house.
It was.
I remember our doctor. They don't even answer the phone. Him and I have the same doctor.
Me too.
They don't even answer the phone there.
Not only do they answer the phone, they don't get back to you.
Yeah.
If we didn't like this doctor so much, I wouldn't be going there.
Yeah, we don't even want to mention it.
I call one of the nurses. I have her cell phone.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, "Can you help me?"
Yeah. You got her personal number?
Yeah.
I got to get that from you.
Yeah, cell
Because
phone.
I'm
I
getting-
text Sylvia. I'm like, Sylvia, you got to hook me up.
Yeah,
I
I need
need
to
I
get her
need the
number.
results from my blood test.
Let's make sure we do that, Sylvia. Yeah. All right, what else? What are we talking about?
We didn't finish the little things that are underneath that runner.
Doctors always came to the house. That's right.
Look at, oh my God, my mother had the runner, plastic too,
Yeah.
on the sofa. We had Dr. Tavanano from Jersey City. I love when these people write this stuff. All right, well, I don't even remember my doctor's name when I was a little kid.
I do.
You do?
So Dr. Sorgenti.
Sorgenti. Nice
Howard
Italian
Beach.
doctor.
Howard Beach, Dr. Sorgenti. Dr. Shapiro. That was another doctor. Yeah.
I remember the doctor did come to the house, and your mother said he's in his room, and then he brought the doctor in there with his little medical
Yeah,
kit,
that's right.
checked you out,
That little case.
little cup.
Remember that thing?
Yep, little black case. He had a cup of tea, and he said, "Don't worry, he's gonna be all right."
That's right. And he always did feel safe when he was there. I just always remember it. I think about that.
Look, somebody said, "Did you have to unplug your television set when it was not on?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
because a plugged television, even though it's not on, is drawing electricity, and you're wasting a lot of money.
That's funny.
I wonder if there's any truth to that.
That's funny.
Do you remember when the TV guy actually came over to fix the TV?
Yeah. My father was a sanitation man. We had a fire hydrant right in front of our house. And we used to have the cap that used to turn that thing with the sprinklers so you can, go get wet. And then the cars used to drive by and we used to fucking soak the cars. Nah, that's all right. Go by. And then as soon as they drive, we just drown them. Oh, man.
In our neighborhood, that fire plug was called the Johnny Pump.
Yeah, Johnny.
You called it the Johnny
My
Pump?
dad used to have the key, I remember. They used to have it because they used to lock them. They used to lock them on us. I think we used to take the key from my dad.
Well, I don't remember seeing a key, but I do remember they would take any kind of tool to unplug the top from anybody, especially in the summer, because that's when the kids were going to go grab it, open it, and let that water come flying out. And then, of course, they said, don't do that because if there's a fire, we won't have any water.
That's right.
But we played in the puddles. The big kids sat on the Johnny Pump. Look, yep, Johnny Pump. Everybody called it the Johnny Pump. I don't even know why.
Johnny Pump, Johnny on the Pony, Stoop Ball. Man, those were the
Stoop
best.
ball?
Play Stoop Ball, with the Spalding ball.
Right to Spalding. And then it went down the sewer, and you had to have that hanger to go get it.
No phone, no nothing. Just go out and come back bloody.
Yeah, yeah. And
Falling
you look
off
great when you
legs.
went home. You're like, you're all full of blood. And I'm one of the guys.
I remember one time my dad got me a mouthpiece. I was playing hockey, and I said, I don't need the mouth. He just bought me the mouthpiece. And I went outside, and my friend on accident hit me. My friend Joey LaRosa hit me on accident with the hockey stick and cracked my tooth. And I said, I can't go home. My father's going to give me a beating. And we couldn't find the tooth, so we got a rock that looked like the tooth, and we glued it onto my thing, and I went around the house for like 4 hours until my father said, what the hell is that in your mouth? Boom! Fucking rock went flying in the air. I got hit twice from Joey and my father.
I think that's why kids were so much better off when we were younger. You got
Oh,
disciplined,
I
man. They
deserved
crack your
that.
fucking ass.
Yeah, that wasn't like, oh, my dad hit me.
Yup.
I deserved it. Nice backhand.
We played box ball, v-ball, and then there was the regular handball. And if there were kids that were bigger than you, they'd knock you right on your ass.
Oh, I should have posted this on my page.
What, that we're doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, hey,
How much time we got?
we got another 40 minutes.
How do I get that? How do I get that thing that you sent me?
Uh,
Oh, this.
yeah.
Can I copy this? And
You
then-
copy and paste it, and then you start sending it to everybody you know.
Oh, I can't just post it?
Huh?
He has it on Instagram.
You have it on your Instagram.
Go to your Instagram and accept the
go to my Instagram, and where is that? Here, this thing, view photo.
Accept collaboration.
No, this is somebody else. Where is
You got to go on
Mike Marino? Send you a post. No, that's add a story.
I think it was right there. I don't know.
Anyway,
You got a request.
I was just gonna post this. Yeah,
There you
here we
go.
I was going to show you that.
Marco's posting the show we're already doing. When did Marco start his stand-up comedy career? I think maybe I should be asking the questions. Kick the can in Jersey City. Oh God, stickball. Look, everybody's is having a good time with this. Hi Kendra, how you doing? Sharon, how long have you been doing stand-up?
I started stand up in 1990. I took a class with Judy Carter, and my first time I was on stage was at Igby's Comedy Club.
Holy mackerel.
1990 was the first time I was on stage, but then I stopped doing stand up, got back into it, because it wasn't the only thing I was doing. I work in the studios, and because I was making money and I was getting benefits, I chose to, do that and just do the stand up whenever I can. I didn't give stand up 100%, and I'm okay with that decision because I've had a career in doing what I'm doing, and I'm able to, do the things I want to do. So that's always been,
But
having-
you've been in a bunch of movies.
yeah,
You've been on a bunch of TV shows.
yeah.
Tell everybody about those things that.
King of Queens. I did a couple episodes. I played the pizza guy on Rules of Engagement, and I did some nice little parts. It was fun.
But
So-
you've been around the world.
Yeah,
And you've
travel.
worked in some pretty big ass movies.
Yep.
What's the biggest name of a movie you did?
Small little
Weren't you in Mambo King?
Mamba King.
Yeah, that's a big movie.
Yeah. Striptease.
I don't know that movie.
Shit with Demi Moore.
Oh, no kid.
Yeah.
You actually get to meet her?
Yeah, she was cool. Her and Bruce Willis. They were
Nice.
so nice. They were really nice.
Aren't they from back east?
Great couple. I don't know where they live, but they were very nice. Yeah.
So did you do stand-up in the beginning of your career in New York? Because I cut my teeth in California. Everybody thinks I
No.
started in the city. I didn't.
No, I started in California. Like I said, I took Judy Carter's class, and then I did stand up for a little while, and then I started getting busy with work, and just started doing it whenever I can. Got out of it for like 15, 20 years, and came back doing it. So
So how exactly did we meet?
from traffic school.
Oh, shit, that's right. We
I went
talked
to
about this
traffic
the other
school.
day.
Yeah, I went to traffic school and met you, and somewhere in North Hollywood or Hollywood, I can't remember.
Oh, man.
Because I was living in the
So
valley,
embarrassing.
so I had to, traffic school.
But did you know me or we just met in there?
I think we met in there and we kind of clicked, and I think we knew the same people.
We had some mutual friends.
Yeah, we definitely had some mutual friends. Yep.
What's that guy's name? Bob Sherry? Or weren't you friends with him?
I don't remember.
He was like a actor, writer, producer.
I don't know.
Don't know where he is anymore.
Yeah. Did anybody come on when I posted it on my Facebook? No,
Oh,
nobody
it's loaded
cares.
right now.
What's that?
Let's get some coffee.
Nobody cares.
Print flow. I don't remember when it was that we started doing shows together, but I laugh my ass off when you talk about how you get directions from a New Yorker, or when people tell you about how to get somewhere when you go back east.
What happened?
Your routine, it's part of your
I haven't
routine
done
now.
that in a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I haven't done that, but that's a true
You're like,
story.
Marco, how do you get here? And they said, well, you know that place where...
Remember that time we got
All right,
hit
so
with
do that. That's true?
That's a true story. So I had some things happen to me when I was younger, and I said my friends don't use Waze or any of those apps. They tell me you need to get to Target, make a right at the bar where you got your head hit with a baseball bat, make a left where you got shot at, and then make a right 2 blocks down when you got caught with the stolen car. Target's right there.
The thing about stand-up comedy is the truth is always funny. So if you're laughing, you know a comedian's actually telling you something that happened in his real life. So if Marco's on stage saying, You got to make a left. Where? You know that store where you got cracked in the head with the baseball bat? Right there. Make a left there. And you're like, oh, yeah, that's right. I had to.
It's terrible.
No.
So
And then,
bad.
I love your bit about reading the book from
The DMV.
The
That's
DMV.
old school. I've been doing that for a while. I like.
all right.
I still
Funny
love
as
it.
shit.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
And I love when you do it and you say, yeah, honey, let's go do it because I'm not going to do it
No,
justice.
no. It's if you see an accident, pull over and search your area for.
Did it really
victims.
say that in there, though?
Everything that
The
I
truth.
read is except what I say after that's the joke. But
Right.
everything that I read, that's what happened. I went to take that test and I started looking through the book, and they tell you you're going to study those things and it's going to be on a test. And I'm reading it, going to stop quickly, step on the brake. It's in there. It's all.
But what else would you do? To stop quickly, step on the brake.
Good time.
Who gets that wrong?
Yeah, that's-
To stop quickly, and you were like, oh, well, I
Never cruise alongside a big rig just to stay out of the sun.
And I think I know why that's in the book, because I would do that. I've done it.
Everybody probably
Every time
does.
you're going down the highway, you're on your way to Vegas from Los Angeles, the sun is brighter than hell. Pull up alongside a big rig and you're in the shade in seconds.
Yeah, that's right. To get a license, you must give a thumbprint or a fingerprint if you have no thumbs. The guy's got to get a license. He can't hitchhike. Hey, big man.
I've never seen that in that book. I don't even know if you have to give a fingerprint anymore. Do you? I mean, I haven't been down there since 16, but you got people cracking up laughing right now. It's a hysterical joke. And that's CJ Niner.
Niner.
CJ! He's coming this week.
Oh, he is?
That's our buddy
But he
from
lives in
Sacramento.
Sacramento. That's right, yeah.
So he cuts through
And Reno. He came to Reno.
He always
last
comes
time-
to Reno. CJ, what's up, buddy?
right.
Thank you for being a friend.
He's cool.
We're together again
He's good people.
this week in Vegas. Hey, Anna, how you doing? So now we were talking when Marco just came over here about an impending, well, it's not impending, it happened, is a writer's strike. Now, I don't really know much about the writer's strike. I've never been that type of a writer, that I was part of the unions, but I am in the Screen Actors Guild, and
You
it
guys are
can
gonna
be.
be striking in the next couple of months. That's next. Directors Guild and then the SAG.
Really?
Yep, next couple of months.
Because of this strike?
It's just the way the contracts have been, the timing on it. So this is a big deal because they're gonna set, based on how the writers do, the next group to come in is gonna piggyback from that. So I was on a show. I'm working on a show, Night Court, and I'm not going back to work until this is over. So
Man, that's got to suck for so many different
a
people.
lot of people are not going to be working. A lot of restaurants. It's a big deal. It's not just the people that work in the movie and television industry. It's all, like, you go around like Warner Brothers and Burbank and all of those studios, and you walk around to every restaurant. All of those people that are going to those restaurants and shopping, 80% of the people work in the studios. So it's a big deal. It's going to be a big. If I'm correct and my numbers are off, I think $1 or $2 billion from the last writer's strike was lost, overall from everyone. People that worked and didn't have a job, and the stores and the restaurants. You're talking about people, flowers. I mean, just all kinds of things. Cleaning. It's things that I don't even know until somebody tells me. So. Hopefully it'll end and it won't last long, but
You're
I'm
talking
here.
about even people who drive the trucks,
Everything,
guy who operates a camera.
everybody,
It's amazing the trickle down.
yeah.
So why is it actually happening?
I don't know the exact reasons of why they want more money, and there's also a thing when I don't want to get too much into it because I don't even know which is AI, which is they don't want AI to write the scripts. AI is a artificial intelligence. Is that it? I don't know too much about it. Maybe somebody can help, but you can write a script with this app. And what the writers want is that we don't want you to have to do this because you'll get one person to write the script, and then you won't need the other writers, and they don't want that. So they're trying to ban that, I believe. Again, I don't know. I don't want to say things I don't know. Definitely more money because of the streaming, and there's less writers being hired on jobs. So maybe somebody on here knows a little more about me. But
Well-
I have some writer friends, so I'm a union person, so I support, I support and understand,
That really sucks because artificial intelligence is almost everything now. Just like when you go to a supermarket, I mean, I make fun of it on stage, but when you do self-checkout, someone lost their job.
Yeah. Well, that artificial intelligence, that it passed the bar. It passed the bar. You can take one of the things that it does is you can open up your refrigerator, take a photo of everything in your refrigerator, and it'll tell you what recipes and what things you can make based on the photo that has been taken of the food in your refrigerator.
I didn't know that.
It's crazy, right?
That's crazy. So,
Open up your refrigerator, take a picture, and it'll come up and tell you can make this, you can make that.
holy shit.
It's crazy, man.
See, the robots are taking over, just like in that movie, I, Robot.
Yeah. But let's talk about our Vegas.
One of these
We're in
days, there's not
Vegas,
going to be no
man.
comedians on stage. It's right, we're in Vegas. And when I come to Vegas, I love being here. There's so many different things to do. We're on the Vegas Strip right now. This is Tropicana Avenue. We're right here in the Tropicana, one of the oldest casinos still on the Strip. A lot of them are all gone. Now they got all these high, fancy, falutin' new ones. Well, we're lucky because money, send that cash.
is loud.
Zambuca
How
shots.
much? We got $20?
200 cents.
Cents.
Yep.
Is that really like cents, like pennies?
I really don't know exactly, but let's do a nice big
you-
shout out.
You don't know, but people send you stuff and you don't know what it is?
Send us more so we can read more about it. But let's do a shout out to Mike Marino, who always sends us a nice Zambuca shot for 200 cents. You all could support this
Did
show
it-
tonight
did it
by
cost
sending us
him?
some cents.
Did it actually cost the money or
Yeah,
no?
he's got to pay a little bit.
How much, Mike?
I think it's like $1.
Oh, that's Mike Marino.
Mike Marino, yeah.
Yeah, I know Mark.
He does it every time he chimes in. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate you. Zambuca shots, buddy. Let's hope this strike ends soon, see?
Yeah.
He's a good guy. He's watching this show. See all the people watching this show right now?
Uh-huh.
We're having a good time. And if anybody wants to ask Marco any questions, you can. We'll make sure he gets you a nice answer. But we're here at the Tropicana, and if anybody wants to come to the shows, we got two every night, 8:30 and 10:30. And it's a lot of fun.
It's long.
Kojo Prince, fellow comedian, saying hello to everybody. So Marco goes on stage, and one of the funniest things for me is I enjoy watching his humor because it's different than mine,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
We have a good contrast. How many people out there watch the web series Make America Italian Again, where Marco and I actually drive through Vegas in a couple of scenes, and it's hilarious. We'd love to know what you think.
Put me in
If
the
you have
You put me in the trunk. It was hilarious.
one of the funniest scenes we
In
did
my car.
in your car.
Put me in my own trunk.
My trunk wouldn't fit.
Wow.
We had a golf tournament a long time ago. I know Marco's talking about how he loves golf.
Yeah,
He's
at
going to do
Braemar.
3 more. But we had a golf tournament at the Braemar Country Club when my godfather, rest in peace, used to put on, for us eyes only, Italian-American golf tournament. We created crime scenes. Nothing was taken seriously. And we used to do donuts with the golf carts. Did you enjoy that?
It was fun. That pops up once in a while, I think, on YouTube.
It is.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
It's
We
on
really
YouTube.
laugh.
I think what we'll do
And
is
you know
we'll,
what was funny? We had a putting contest with frozen meatballs. And then on one of the greens was the tape for a body when somebody gets killed.
Yep.
They tape, when they tape a body.
what is that called, actually? They put a
Crime
crime scene.
They
Yeah.
put a crime scene on the green.
That was the old man, the top wop. He created a crime scene, and we put meatballs.
Yeah,
and the
frozen
They
meatballs.
were frozen, and one of the nastiest things and the hardest things was for him is they bought them at Costco. He was so upset.
Costco.
What are you gonna make fresh meatballs? He put a bag of meatballs. It was like 100 of them. The good
What
old
do you
days.
think about the crowds in Vegas?
Well-
Isn't it a little different than like when you go back east, like when we do Governors and McGuire's and stuff like that? And it's, how do you feel about the audience? Is it? Do you feel like it's just spread out? It's from people all over.
I feel like I just
Sometimes,
became a guest on my own show.
Yeah. Like the couple that you said to them, smile, you know.
Because they were kids, man. They were so young. They didn't even know what the hell we were talking about.
That's
Well, at
what
least for me.
I was watching them, and I when you said something, I was like, and it was just interesting. You know, did they want to come to the show? You think somebody handed them a ticket? Like, you know, did they understand anything? You know, I don't think that. I think that I don't know. I think your stuff is definitely funny, and people get no matter what age. You know.
First of all, performing back east at a famous place like Governor's Comedy Club is phenomenal.
Yeah.
But the reason why people are having so much fun at that club is because it is a New York crowd.
Yeah.
And they want their money's worth. And if you bring it, you're going to get it. And it doesn't really matter where the comedian is from. If he's funny, it's funny. And
Yeah.
that's just the way it is. But then
Yeah.
you come to Vegas. So everybody in that room last night is from different parts of the country,
Yeah.
maybe in different parts of the world.
Yeah.
So it's not a New York crowd. It's not a New Jersey crowd.
Because I always ask, I'm like, because I'm coming up first, I'm the host, and I ask who's coming, you know, where is people from Queens, anybody from California. There was only like two people from California. When you asked that, you went
Yeah.
up there and you asked who's from California. So it's interesting, you know. And we had the three kids right in the front. They were from a different country, and they came up, like, I didn't think they were having a good time until they came up to me afterwards and say, thank you so much, we had a good time. And so sometimes you don't realize that you think they may not be having a good time, but they actually did. They actually did have a good time, you know? And they came up and said that to us.
I think what it is because so many people are from so many different parts of the world here in Las Vegas. Some are afraid to laugh at certain things because they think, God knows, there might be a fight in here. We do have a little bit of an edge. Even as soon as we say hello, people are like, oh shit, what's going to happen in here? And then there's some people who English might not be their first language, so we're a little fast for them.
But I wonder if the people, like we talked about this before we started the show, is that everything that comes out of my mouth from the start to the end has happened to me. It's
Yes,
real.
the truth.
I didn't make anything up. And I wonder if they think that there's no way that, you know what I mean? There's no, you know, like, do they think that the whole joke is like, you know what I mean? The whole, you know, and that's interesting. And I never even thought about that. Like, because some of the stuff that comes out of my mouth, you know, like what happens with Tracy and I when I take it to the Peloton class. And
you shit yourself on
yeah,
the bike.
yeah, I mean, that happened to me. It's not, I didn't make that up.
That's disgusting. I like the fact that the crowd is from different parts of the world.
Yeah.
Gives me an opportunity to make up some shit on stage, try something a little edgy maybe, and there's always going to be a heckler in Vegas. So it gives
Yeah.
you the opportunity to see what
They
it's
feel
like
like
to work the
they could
crowd,
talk to you. They could just have a full-on conversation with you right in the middle of the show.
which is actually flattering, but most of us don't want them to do it.
Yeah.
And when you come out on stage, you're the first guy out of the gun. That's the most difficult position for anybody to be in because a good amount of the people are ordering drinks.
Yeah.
So you could just say hello and people don't even hear that because they're at the bar.
Yeah, they get up right in the middle of your thing because the bar's in the back.
Yeah, the bar's in the back of the
You
room.
think
So
they're
it's
leaving because it was your joke?
oh, you didn't like that? No, I just wanted to get a drink. Because they don't have a wait staff too.
Yeah. And I think with you, with other clubs, not this club, the headliner, it's tough when you're at a restaurant. I mean, not a restaurant, but you're at a comedy club that the bill is now being given to the people.
Oh, yeah.
And you're in there, you know, and they've been sitting there for almost already an hour and a half, and now they want to get their bill, and you're up, and you got to deal with that noise, and you know.
It's called the nighttime check drop. So the staff comes out and puts the checks on all the tables, and people looking, going, "This is really fun." Oh shit, I got to pay for this.
Yeah.
And I could see that too.
Yeah.
I'm like, "You son of a
I
bitch."
bet.
But that's brutal. So who gets the sweet spot? The guy in the middle.
I think so.
That's the fun time. He doesn't have to
He doesn't have to
introduce
worry about,
nobody.
he
There's
doesn't have
nothing to
remember
worry about.
anybody's intro.
No, that really throws you a curveball.
Yeah, I can't remember. I got CRS.
What is that?
Can't remember shit. I can't remember stuff. So it's,
There are some-
I don't like hosting.
There are some comedians that might get a little upset because the introduction is not exactly the way it's supposed to be, or the credits are not said the way that me. I could care less. If you introduced me and you said somebody else's name, I think I'd fall out laughing my ass off because I just think it's funny. We could pick up the pieces anyway, but there's some guys, boy, they really like, make sure you say this, make sure you say that, and you really feel like going, who really gives a shit?
Yeah. I wouldn't mind. I can read it off my phone, but they don't want that. They don't allow that.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
You take it up there. Well, hey, my favorite cuz. Here's a question.
Oh, Deanna.
Come to Vegas to steal shit tomorrow.
That's
You
Deanna.
coming tomorrow?
That's Deanna.
She coming tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow night. What up, cuz?
Hey, what's happening, Deanna?
That's my favorite cuz right there.
We're doing I can't believe you're coming all the way to Vegas. This
Yeah.
is going to be crazy.
She's gonna be by the pool. She don't want anybody bother her and nobody go near her. Leave her alone. She already told me. You, Mike, nobody. Leave me alone. Just let me sleep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She's going to do the pool?
She wants the pool. We'll be golfing, and
Yeah, they got a Walmart out here. If you're going to be hanging out at the pool, we're all going to be down there. They got a bar down there. They got a restaurant down there, and the water is really, really warm. We haven't gone there yet. I'm just assuming that's what's going to happen.
maybe you can go with us. I want to go with my cousin Deanna and Jim, and gonna go to this local steakhouse. Would you be interested in going?
Yeah.
Maybe we could do that. I'll tell you about that when I see you tomorrow.
What is it?
It's a steakhouse. It's a local steakhouse.
I like to go to the Bootlegger while I'm here, and I'm hoping we're going to get to go over there. It used to be open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They stopped that during the pandemic. Look at your cousin. Let's get drunk during the day. Who's she talking to?
She's talking to you.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I only get drunk in the day.
Cliff.
Cliff Yates.
Oh man.
Cliff, look at us.
That's a good
We're in
guy.
Vegas, buddy.
Cliff.
So we got, where's your favorite place to perform? What do you like best?
Me personally, I love Governors. Governors, any one of their clubs. McGuire's, Brokerage. I always have a good time. Always. Always have fun. And
Look
it's because the way you're being treated,
Can you see that?
if you can smoke weed and still knock someone
Out.
out.
You guys stop right there, folks. Listen, one of the ultimate compliments is when someone repeats your jokes word for word, because that's how great of an impact it gave. So right here we have a fellow comedian who's doing your act on Instagram. Isn't that cool?
If you could smoke weed
If you could still knock someone out, you
deserve
deserve
to
to win.
Yeah, Cliff. That's right.
You know what, Cliff? That's one of my favorite routines that he does. And there was a time where we miss you too, buddy. There was a
Miss
time
you
where
too.
we were out here last time, and me and the other comedian impersonated you.
Oh, Mike.
Yeah, me and Wheels
Mike-
Parisi. We were
Mike-
doing
no,
his
no,
act.
was it Parisi or was it
Mike Lenoci? Oh, Mike Lenoci.
I don't know who it was. I remember you guys were messing with me.
Right.
Yeah.
Say hello to Mike Stugats.
My Stugats.
Mike, what does that mean?
Well, I have a friend named Stu, and I call him Stugats. Mm-hmm. And it's an Italian, it's so funny. My mom, when I hear him, I go, Mom, Stu's on the phone. She goes, Stu who? I go, Stugats. Don't say that!
Right.
So it's not a good word.
It's not a good thing to say.
No,
But
I don't
some
think
people,
so.
he calls himself My Stugats. Hey, My Stugats. He's got a shirt that says My Stugats. He's in Canada.
That's funny.
Hello, Autism Radio. Nice to see you. Hello, Hair by K. Nina. Look at all these people saying wonderful things. He's got a great head of hair. He's still looking good.
What else we got? How long more we got on this thing?
Couple more hours, and then
15
we'll be
more.
done.
15 minutes. I'll be sleeping by 6:02.
Hey, Mike, last time you couldn't say hello. I get it. Am I okay now? Okay, well, yes, Melissa, 1962, hello. Now I could say hello. I don't know why I couldn't say hello last time, but there you go. There's
You didn't
hello.
say hello?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Obviously, people remember that stuff.
If anybody has a question for Mr. Marco Assante and his career and where you're going to see him next, now's a good time to do that. I can tell you where he is right
I
now.
don't have a job now, so
He'll be doing stand-up every night of the week
yeah.
at the Comedy Chateau in North Hollywood. Did you enjoy last Saturday? I
did
thought it was a
enjoy
great time.
Yeah, it was good times. People from work came, and it was good. Met Paul. Paul was a good guy.
Okay. Well, anyhow, some of these things I don't understand. We're in Las Vegas, folks. We're going to go to a place called the Bootlegger, which I love.
The bootlegger?
Nice Italian restaurant.
Oh.
And we're going to catch some shows. We really want to go see our friend Jacqueline Marfuji, who she came the other night. She's performing in the Mad Like Mike. What's it called?
No, it's called
Magic Mike. Magic Mike. Kendra wants to know what's your room number. 1830.
I'm taken.
1831.
She's asking you what's your room number.
No,
Maybe.
see your room number. Wish I was in Las Vegas. Hey, my Stugats, you should come. We're having a lot of fun. I feel like we've been here for like a week.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm so exhausted.
You know, the shows used to be 7:30 and 9:30.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I wonder why it's so much later.
It's 8:30 and 10:30. I mean, that's late.
If you had a favorite joke in your act, what would your favorite joke be? That's a question coming in.
If there was a favorite joke,
What is your favorite joke in your act?
In my
Magic
act.
Mike is a male strip show. Yes, and our friend is a female, and she's in the show. She hosts it.
you want us
Is
to
that
get
your cousin?
You want us to get you tickets? Deanna.
Oh, it's Deanna.
Yeah, she wants to go.
Yes,
We'll
we're
get a
we're
ticket.
going Saturday night at 5 o'clock.
You can go with Mike.
You don't got nothing to do.
What's that?
What are you doing at 5 o'clock?
I'm not going to watch guys dance.
Oh, yeah, that's true
What
too.
do I want
huh?
to do that for?
I don't know. I'll go dressed
It's a
in
girls' thing.
When are you back on a cruise ship?
Deanna wants to go.
Yes.
Take her with
All
her.
right.
Let her come.
Well, it looks like we're going to make that happen, and we'll go to the steak joint. I also have a friend across the street in New York. We're going to go say hello.
Oh, we go. I've been there.
My
with,
buddy.
Yeah, I remember going to see him.
Yeah, maybe we'll go
What's
there
his
later
name
on.
again?
Tommy Cassat.
Yeah, I remember him.
Tommy Sinatra.
He's at the MGM, right? Still?
Look at your cousin saying she's bringing dollar bills. I'll go with you.
She probably had a few cocktails already.
Oh, no. All right, Deanna. This ain't New Jersey.
They don't have Magic Mike and Butler?
I'm Magic Mike. I really am Mike. So somebody asked, what was your favorite routine in your act?
My favorite routine in my act now is I like talking about, you know what I like that really works is the thing that I got from with the family letter. I love
Somebody else was telling me
I
today
like
they
that
love
joke.
that routine.
The family letter. You know, it's that family letter you get from that one family member that fills you in on the whole year. Everything is so perfect, and the dogs are getting along, and the birds flying in the air, and the kids are in college. I want to get a bad letter. Danny's in college having a threesome. The dogs are shitting all over the house. Ate the bird. Let's get a real. Jason's smoking crack.
What made you decide to do comedy?
Come on.
What part of Italy is your family from?
Me or Mike?
Your cousin just told you to shut up, you ass.
What part? I'm half Sicilian and half Napolitan. So my half Sicily and half Naples. I don't speak Italian. I'm Olive Garden Italian, and my grandparents were born in Italy.
What made you get into stand-up?
There's a guy from New York, and I cannot believe I forgot his name. He's a comedian, and I'm so upset that I can't remember this right now. And we were on a construction job site, and he said, "You gotta do stand-up." And we were telling stories. He was a comedian. And I said, "I'm not funny. I'm funny maybe at the table, and around the circle." And then I moved to California, and I was off. I wasn't working. And I opened up the LA Weekly, and I saw Judy Carter's stand-up comedy class. And I took it. And I did the 5 minutes at Igby's Comedy Club. And that high was just the best thing.
It's addicting, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you get on stage and you make people laugh, boy, that's
it
the
was
best
fun.
drug you're ever going to stick
it
in
was
your
great.
veins.
It was good. It's fun, you know. I mean, there's certain things I don't like about it. I don't like staying at the club and looking for spots at 2 o'clock. You know, I don't want to do that. But I get it. I've been doing it a long time, and I still enjoy it. I love this. You know, we're having fun, and I got something to do in the daytime now. I'm golfing, so it's better. It's hard being here for 1 week doing 14 shows and not keeping yourself busy. You know?
Yeah.
And if you like to gamble, you can lose a lot of money. So I'm staying away from. I'm down $40 so far.
Gambling?
Yeah, $40.
I don't gamble, man. I don't even know how. But I think one
You
of
don't
my...
know how. You walk,
I don't know how to
take
gamble.
a dollar and you stick it in the machine. You don't know
Yeah.
how to do that?
I lost at the ATM. I ain't doing none of that shit. I played
How much more
roulette.
time we got? I got to take a nap.
Couple
What do
more
we-
minutes.
Oh, I just burped. I'm sorry. You
That's
smell
all
it.
right. No, I don't.
I'm sorry.
But one of my laughter is always the best medicine. Thank you,
That's right.
Meister Gods. I like the routine when you talk about the letters that you get. And I remember when I was younger, around the holidays, you get the letter from your family
Yeah.
telling you about everybody all in one
It's
shot.
always good.
Like you really needed to know. Now you can get it on the internet. And this afternoon, Tatiana was talking about it today, and she laughs
Her
at
and I-
that
yeah,
routine.
She
that
was
routine.
telling me about it yesterday in the green room. Yeah, that's great.
No, my favorite routine is the boxing match that you do.
Hack the Camacho.
Why don't you do that for us as a closer? Can you?
True story. Hector Camacho and
Wait a
how
minute, wait a minute. Is it really a true story?
Yeah. If
Because that was
anybody-
in the news and everything?
Yeah, if Google it. And
Google
if I'm
it.
wrong, somebody call me out on it, but I think I'm right. Hector Camacho and Haugen had a fight, a boxing match. And Haugen beat Camacho. But after the fight, they took a drug test, and they found out he was smoking pot before the fight. And he got disqualified. I'm thinking, if you can smoke pot, then go in the ring and kick somebody's ass, you deserve to win. I smoke pot, I wouldn't be able to move. I get hit, I go like this.
Who could smoke a joint and actually have an intelligent conversation, much less a boxing match? So he actually really got disqualified and they took the win away from him?
Yeah. As far as I know, he got disqualified from the fight. And if anybody's watching or knows something different about that's not right, send the emails to Mike. I'm going to be taking a nap. He'll be out.
Yes. Well, listen, we're going to get going because Marco needs to take a well-deserved nap. Here's a very, very big show tonight that starts at 8:30 and another one at 10:30. And then every night this week here at the Laugh Factory inside the Tropicana Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada, we have live performances, 8:30 and 9:30. If you want to come to the show, go to thelaughfactory.com, or you can actually log on to the Tropicana and see what's going on here in this hotel. There's a Michael Jackson show I want to sneak into. Wouldn't mind going to see
Where is
another
it?
show.
At the MGM?
It's in this building.
It is?
Yeah. It's
What
in
time
this
does that
building.
start?
I don't know, but we'd have to sneak in and see if we can run in and run out because we have our own shows. Tell everybody where they can find you on all social media outlets.
Marco Assante Comedy on Instagram. Marco Assante Comedy on Instagram. That's pretty much it.
Don't you have 2 Instagrams?
Yeah, but I use it for the comedy.
Marco Assante Comedy on Instagram. How about Facebook?
I don't do Facebook.
You're not doing Facebook?
I do Facebook, but I don't do like just Facebook. I
For
keep
comedy.
For comedy.
For friends. You keep it for
Yeah.
your friends.
Yeah, so Marco Assante Comedy. I got like 12 followers, so if we can bump it up.
We need to bump up Marco Asante's followers And folks, if you want to see some of the funniest comedy sketches, go to Mike Marino Live on YouTube and watch Marino 2016, starring this young man and myself and a cast of fantastic comedians. All right, you got to log on, you got to see this stuff. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Mike Marino Live on YouTube. You'll have a lot of fun. You'll get to see Marco. It's all being done by Cody Boson and Tatiana Bluchel, who produces this show. So a big shout out to our producer, Tatiana Bluchel, for making sure that this podcast always goes off on time.
Shout
And
out.
making sure we got some great guests like Marco Assante. You can stay in touch with us and watch us every Tuesday night, either at 5 o'clock here in
What
the
do you mean
West
every, I'm
Coast.
not doing this every Tuesday night. Did you just say every Tuesday night?
Look, Marco has to show up every Tuesday night
That ain't happening. I love you, and all that.
at 5 o'clock here in California or 8 o'clock on the East Coast. We're on iTunes, Google, Spotify, Anchor, Italian American Radio out of New York City. And of course, you can watch us all the time on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok. Give us some money. You could send it to Patreon. You could ask me a question anytime you want. Just go, hey, Marino, ask that question, and I'll get back to you. Well, we had a lot of fun tonight. We're going to have some fun tonight on stage live. We got to get going. Remember, let's make America Italian again. The motto is you don't know nothing, you don't see nothing, you don't say nothing. And how do I end every single one of my broadcasts? By always saying the same thing with my guest. Don't take no shit from nobody.
Don't take
Take no shit from nobody. Hey, there you go. Now you can go
Think
nap.
they heard you whisper?
I don't know. We're still on right now. Hey folks, I hope you're enjoying watching my podcast live from my mother's basement. We're having a lot of fun, and I'm going to have a lot of great guests on the show in the future. So if you like it, hit like. You could also leave a comment. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch other funny videos. And you could also listen to my podcast on your favorite podcast app like Spotify and iTunes.